Hey everybody. All right. This is something that bothered me for the longest time and for years, and I just kept glossing it over and pushing it aside because I just didn't understand what it meant. And that is, hey, are we playing this scale in the first position, in the open position, or are we going to play it in the second position? What does that mean? All right. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it means. Here we go. All right, now, so look, I, like you, have seen all those charts, okay? First position, open position, third position, whatever. And I never could get my head around it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to explain to you what it means when we change a position and why we change a position, and show you how we do it. And therefore, you should, after this video, be able to move your way across the fretboard by yourself without looking at any of these charts. So let's start off with that first position that we all know, whatever the note or the key is. In this case, we're using G, okay? So there's the first position, G. First position means we're going to start on the first note, the root note of the scale. So G. And then in true pentatonic shape, we go up 3 frets and we play this note. Now that's a B flat. It's the second note, okay? Then we come back and we play the C, the D, the F, and the G. And I'm just going to stop there, right? Pentatonic 5 notes. I use the 6, that's the octave, right? But that's your scale right there. So what it means when we change positions from first position to second position means that we're going to play the same scale, but we're going to start on the second note of the scale. So the first note is G, second note is B flat. So that's where we're going to start the second position, on the second note, okay? Now, if we start here by that theory, our next note in the scale was C. So we need to find a C. So there's a C 2 frets up. So you notice the shape has already changed. Instead of going G and then 1, 2, 3 for the B flat, we're going B flat and only 2 to get the next note. So that changes the shape of the second position G minor pentatonic. So there's the first 2 notes that we need, B flat and C, which are actually notes 2 and 3 because we're in the second position. Okay, now what do we need after that? Well, we need a D. So to get a D, we got to go to that second string right here. Then we need an F. So there's your E 2 frets up. So there's now your spread of 3 frets. So instead of it being up here on the top string, or the bottom string, where we have that 3 fret gap, it's now on the second string, okay? So once again, G to B flat was our open position, or our 1 position. Our 2 position would be starting at B flat. So B flat to C, D to F, right? And then we have this note right here, which is our G to A, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then back to the B flat again, right? So once again, open position, G, B flat, C, D, F, G. Second position, go to the second note and start there. B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat. So our second position pattern looks like this. Instead of, but you can hear it's the same relationship. It's just slightly higher. So that is what it means by positions. Okay, so that means if we want to stitch these two positions together in some way, we've got to be mindful of the pattern change. Okay, so what I mean by that is we just can't go and then slide over and go, because now we're in a different key. We're playing the B minor pentatonic. Even though some of the notes are shared, it's not proper. Okay? We have to be mindful of that new shape. So we're in our traditional shape here. And remember, we don't always play all the notes of a scale. We may only play, these 4 notes here or whatever it is that we need. So here we are in the traditional first position, and we want to switch over. Okay? So we want to jump up an octave. So remember, we can't just, if we're looking for the next note, we can't just go up 2. We got to go up 3 because we need the B flat, not the A. That's where we have to be mindful of the position. So over here, it's 2 frets apart through the middle, or the guts as I call it. But over here, it's actually 3 apart. So we have to make the jump from here all the way to there if we want to continue playing the proper notes. Because remember, it's all about the notes. That's why the patterns are changing. If you were to just play the same pattern up the neck, you can do that, but what you're doing is you're changing keys. So I'm going from the G minor pentatonic to the A minor pentatonic to the B minor pentatonic. And I may not want that. I want to stay in G when I'm soloing, or like I want to stay in the same key. So that's why we can't just, it's not like a movable pattern. Okay, even though we're moving up the neck, we have to mentally and physically change the shape in order for us to play the same notes. And that's what it means by position. Okay, so once again, I'll just slowly show you how I stitch those two together. And you can do it at any part in the scale as long as you jump to the next proper note. So in the open position, G, B flat, C, D, F, G. So let's concentrate here, okay? Now if I want to move from here, right? So there's my G, B flat, C, D. If I want to move here, now my next note, right? I need an F. So I got to go from here up 4. Okay? That's the reality here. Not 2. So again, I'm playing here and I'm only going 2 apart. But if I want that next note, I got to go 3 now. To maintain the integrity of the scale. And every time you move another position, you have to change the shape to play the notes. So remember, it's the notes over the shape. Now, if you play one more time, the shape over the notes, as opposed to the notes, then what you're doing is you're not staying in the same key, you're jumping keys. So if I'm playing the shape, I'm playing a G minor pentatonic, but if I start here, right? Here, I'm playing the A pentatonic. And if I start here, I'm playing the B, and on and on. You can't do that. You have to stay in the same key. Thus we have to change the shape to keep the notes in order. So hopefully that explains what that means. I mean, I didn't know that for years. And to be honest, do I use it a lot? Yes, when I solo, but I use my octave scale, which is very close, and it's a similar format, right? But that's fully explained in another video here, so we won't get into that now. So that, again, is the definition of positions, okay? First position means we're starting on the root note of the scale. The second position, we're starting on the second note of the scale, but keeping the same notes. That's why we have to change the pattern. And then if we went another position up and we went to the third position, we'd be actually starting on the third note of the scale, which would be C. So that would be up here, C. And then we would find our notes from there. C, D, right? Then we need an F, so the pattern changes again because our F is here, not there where we went back before. F, G. Okay? And then it would be B flat. So remember, maintain the note structure, not the shape. All right. Any comments, suggestions, clarification questions, you can send them along. And also you can join me live every Tuesday and ask questions there and ask for a demo. And again, thanks for all your support. If you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you really, really want to go above and beyond to support what we're doing here and support the channel, you can check out the link that says buy me a cup of coffee, and you can do just that, and it would be greatly appreciated. And if not, continue to enjoy, hit the like thingy as often as possible, and well, you know the rest from there. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you soon. And remember, just play your guitar.